we're going to talk about
Phobocosm.
That's right, Phobocosm, hailing from Canada,
Montreal.
all the way up from Canada. That's crazy.
Yes.
And apparently, this is their second time here. I did not know.
I had no idea.
I think they said 2016 or something.
Yeah, that was a while back.
Yeah,
That was a while back. I'm not even sure where they played, to be honest with you.
They said the Sandbox.
I have no idea where the Sandbox is. Or was.
But anyway, this was at the Rosewood. Originally, it was going to be at the Mona.
It was supposed to be at the Mona. We showed up. We're like, oh man, there's nothing going on at the Mona. It was closed. We thought maybe it was canceled, but then we saw a bunch of hardcore heavy metal dudes in the front next door. We're like,
yeah, it's gotta be
here. And sure enough, yeah,
they moved it. So they had 3 local openers.
Yes,
and the first one I believe was Satanik Goat Ritual, which they've been around for a long time.
Been around for a long time. Never heard of these bands, and these were heavy freaking bands.
Yeah.
These were heavy bands. A lot of grindcore style, a lot of death metal, elements of black metal.
Yeah.
So I mean, they were heavy.
Yeah, they're heavy.
Yeah.
They were followed up by another heavy band, which was with Subservient Perversity. Another heavy band.
Yeah.
Very similar style.
Yeah, and then I think it was Obsidian.
Obeisance.
Why do you want to say Obsidian? I keep on saying Obsidian.
Obeisance. No, you're right. It was Obeisance that after.
It was Obeisance
yes,
right after.
Obeisance.
Yeah.
And they played they played a lot of places, Rock House.
Yeah, they have their fan base.
So yeah,
the other fan base, they're one of the darker El Paso bands as far as like the black metal, the death metal. I mean, they're grindcore. They're just extremely heavy band. So and then it was
Subservient Perversity.
So yeah, they were very cool too. I don't know. Now I'm looking at it. They got like an upside down penis. Is that a penis? I don't know.
Yeah, it's like
I think it is, right?
Yeah. I think so. They're really dope.
Yeah, I was looking at their logo right now. Anyway,
so we saw them, and we saw all 3.
Yeah, they were cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, and they set the tone. And then, finally, Phobocosm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know what to say about those guys, man. Their type of music is, they even describe it as dark.
Dark. And they try to bleed out darkness.
Yes.
As much as they can.
And they do. It was a loud show, first of all. Loud. And
it just started getting louder and louder.
It seemed that way. Yeah. So their style of music to me is kind of like a doom, sludge, elements of black metal, elements of death metal, and they just kind of combine it. Their songs are lengthy, and they create an atmosphere. They create an ambiance with their music. I mean, I listened to this album because I picked this up, and great freaking album. It's part of their trilogy. And you just get lost in it. I mean, it's one of those bands that you hear and it creates almost like a trance-like type of feel, and you get lost in the music, and you get lost in that darkness, I guess.
Yeah.
And they did that, and they accomplished that. They played for a good
almost an hour.
Almost an hour. Yeah. They were shy of 2 minutes or something.
Yeah, almost an hour. And it was like 7 songs.
Yeah, it was just. Oh, it was amazing. I loved that show. It was awesome. I don't know, what's your take on that?
I really enjoyed it. It was just like a soundscape of just brooding darkness, just filled with lots of just, heaviness and just the riffs and just, like I said, it was just a soundscape of just death metal and all those elements you described earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a really, really impressive show. They're tight.
Oh yeah.
They're just, man, the way they just brought their sound.
Yeah.
It just engulfs you and just doesn't want to let you go. And
yeah, it's one of those type of bands that you just close your eyes and you can just get lost in the music.
We're talking about 7-minute songs to like 9-minute songs, 12 minutes. It's just.
But it's not boring.
No.
It's not boring. I mean, it's there's a lot going on. You can hear the guitar in the background. His vocals are kind of buried in the mix as well. So it does honestly create this ambience. You're part of the music in a weird way.
And yeah, there was like very little talking in between songs, which I liked. So it just kind of like felt like you're listening to an album.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Go into the next song, and it was just wow.
Yeah. So if you guys get a chance to see these cats, they're fantastic. I'd love to see them again.
Yeah.
And
yeah, we got an interview with these guys.
yeah, and that's
Really
gonna be
cool guys.
followed up after the show, right?
That's right. So we bought some merch. Check out their merch. They just dropped this album on December 8th. Well, they're actually going to drop it on December 8th.
Yeah.
So pick it up. You know, I don't know if they're going to stream it. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
But it comes in vinyl and on CD. So follow them. Check them out. They're awesome.
Yeah, Phobocosm.
So like always, share, like, and subscribe. You know, spread the word of us. And sounds real.
Sounds real.
We're out.
Sounds real?
Sounds real.
I'm Jason. I'm here at the Rosewood, and I just caught a full set from Phobocosm, and they come all the way from Canada. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly. Montreal, Canada.
So tell me a little about, describe your music in your words. What can we expect?
Unfriendly.
Dark death metal or death doom, something like that. Because we like really fast music and really slow music, so we're trying to do a mix of both.
Nice.
So that's where we're aiming for. But you know, darkness is a key element in our music, and it has to be there.
Right.
Otherwise, we just get riffed those fucking happy riffs. Go away.
And so, how long you guys been around?
We started the band in 2008, but our first album came out in 2014. So we worked on our stuff for a while. We did our first show in 2012 with Adversarial. And
You know Adversarial from Toronto?
they're fucking awesome.
Check it out. Especially that night was kind of a war metal party before we played, which became more a doomy, dark and death. But they would have been a very perfect fit for that night. Adversarial, check that out.
Yeah.
From Toronto. They're on Dark Descent too.
Yeah.
I'll check it.
And they'll have a new album next year, I think.
Yep.
Simple.
Oh, nice.
They're our good friends.
So, my question is, tell us a little bit about the trilogy. Correct? It's kind of a trilogy, the albums.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's the concept behind
Actually, the first album when we did it, we didn't really think about doing a trilogy. But when we did the second album, we were like, yeah, we could do a trilogy, and this kind of like this put restrictions on what we wanted to do musically and with the artwork and stuff like that. But it was kind of like a challenge to make our new riffs or our new songs fit in that pattern. And I think the first album is more death metal. The second album is more doom metal, and the new album kind of sits right in between. So this is what we had in mind. Did we succeed? As far as we're concerned, yes, but it's up to the listener to decide if we made the album that goes between those two albums. Because, you know, I think that because of the fact that we had restrictions on time when we put out Bringer of Drought, we had this tour that was planned. We only had 4 songs. It was enough for an album, but there were supposed to be 6 songs. So we had to do a shorter album, and the songs that were ready were kind of like doomier. So we felt that maybe we had to do an album that was more a mix of the fast stuff and the slow stuff, but not too much on one side or the other. So this is what we tried to do.
Interesting. So, last question, quick question. You dropped a new album, correct? When does it officially get released?
Officially, not this Friday, next Friday on the
8th?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
December 8th.
December 8th, guys, check it out. From
Yeah,
Dark
we'll be
Descent
out.
Records. And it's going to be awesome. So, Thank you for coming out. It was an awesome show. You guys got to check them out. It's just an amazing set they did. It was a 55-minute set. I wanted more. But
Yeah, but I'll say thank you for coming to the show. Thank you for the support. You bought the album.
yes.
Yeah, so he's already got it. He'll tell about it. So
I will.
thanks
We'll
for the
put it on our
support. Thanks for coming to the show. Thanks for having us here. Pretty cool. Pretty far from home, you know.
Yeah. So thank you guys. And sounds real.
Sounds real.
And we're out.